Are you tired of feeling anxious when you're around people? If so, then you need to learn how to develop social skills as an introvert. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. I'm about to share with you the exact same advice that I teach to our clients in our social skills coaching program. My name is Mike Macapinlac. I help STEM professionals improve their social confidence. If you're new to the channel, remember to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video every single week. Introverts are often stereotyped as those who hate interacting with others. That's definitely not the case. They just have limited energy to socialize and like to recharge by spending time alone. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But in order to improve your social life, you'll also need to know how to put yourself out there more. That way, you'll be able to connect with like-minded people much faster and build a quality social circle. That being said, here are 10 actionable tips that you can implement right away. All right, let's get into it. Tip number 1 is to fill in the knowledge gaps. As a social skills coach, I've worked with a lot of shy introverts in the past. From what I've noticed, most of them struggle socially because they just don't know any better. If you think about it, it's not like they teach you this stuff in school or at home, right? If you're willing to, you can also figure out how to develop social skills as an introvert. It's no different than playing a sport or learning an instrument. You just need the right plan, enough practice, and expert guidance. For now, start educating yourself by reading books, listening to podcasts, and watching videos around this topic. And then, do what you can to implement the things that you're learning on a consistent basis. But if you want to get results much faster, consider working with a social skills coach. That way, there will be no more guesswork because you'll have a proven plan to follow. You'll also have someone give you feedback and keep you accountable as well. As a result, you can finally get this part of your life handled and you never have to worry about it ever again. Tip number 2 is to get to know yourself more. Due to lack of awareness, most people confuse introversion with shyness. They're definitely not the same, so allow me to clarify what the difference is. Introversion is a personality type, just like extroversion. Like I said earlier, someone who's introverted tends to lose energy from socializing too much. Someone who's extroverted recharged by interacting with others. On the other hand, when someone is shy, that means they're afraid of talking to people. That being said, introverts can be outgoing the same way that some extroverts can be timid as well. Does that make sense? If you want to know how to develop social skills as an introvert, you don't need to be someone that you're not. You just need to work on overcoming your shyness. If you haven't already, I highly recommend you take a personality test online. Doing so will help you understand yourself better. That way, you don't compare yourself unfavorably to others, especially extroverts. By doing so, you'll feel a lot more comfortable in your own skin. Tip number 3 is to plan ahead of time. Remember, you become the average of those who you spend time with. Eventually, their mindsets and behaviors will rub off on you. That's why you need to build your social circle intentionally. Before you start putting yourself out there, take the time to identify what types of people you would like to meet. Once you're clear about your social goals, start brainstorming. Think of events, venues, and activities where you'll be able to easily meet them. After that, do some research online to see what's going on around you. If you live in a major city, they typically have websites that promote what's happening locally. Once you find those, make sure you bookmark them and follow their social media accounts as well. I also recommend you check out meetup groups and Facebook events. That way, you'll be able to access the information that you need much faster when you're looking for something to do. As you can see, learning how to make friends as an introvert doesn't have to be complicated. You just need to do a bit more research and plan ahead of time. That way, you can make the most out of the effort that you're putting in when it comes to connecting with people. Tip number 4 is to create a great first impression. Now, it's one thing to be the quiet type, but if you also look unfriendly, then you might be sending out the wrong message to those around you. This is actually a common issue that I see a lot with our clients in our social skills coaching program. Most of them work as engineers, programmers, and developers. They're paid based on their technical expertise, and they typically work in isolation. Since they're not required to be social, they really don't get a lot of feedback on how they're coming across. If you want to know how to develop social skills as an introvert, you have to take your presentation seriously. Remember, nobody can read your mind. Whether you like it or not, your appearance really does make a difference. Your style, body language, and overall demeanor are the first few things people see. For starters, put in the effort to dress well and also groom yourself. Make sure your clothes are clean, well-fitting, and appropriate for the occasion. To appear more friendly, remember to have an open body language. Stand up straight, maintain proper eye contact, and have a genuine smile on your face. Also, whatever you do, avoid crossing your arms or legs. When you look friendly and approachable, people will assume positive things about you. As a result, your interactions will go smoother and you'll build rapport with others much faster. Tip number 5 is to prepare what you want to talk about. If you're a shy introvert, then you probably don't have a lot of experience interacting with people. If that's the case, make sure you come up with some stories that you can share. If you think about it, the same topics tend to come up when people talk to each other. That being said, take the time to think of interesting ways to discuss different areas of your life. Come up with stories that you can share regarding your work, your upbringing, places you've been to, events you've attended, and your interests. Once you have these written out, practice telling them as much as you can. I know it sounds like a lot of work, but really put in the effort into doing this. Remember, it's a lot easier to be present in your interactions when you know what to talk about and how to respond. The more stories you prepare, the more confident you'll be talking to anybody at any gathering. Tip number 6 is to build one skill at a time. Figuring out how to develop social skills as an introvert doesn't have to be complicated. The best way to improve your social confidence is to prioritize your learning. When you do, you prevent yourself from feeling overwhelmed. For example, when you're starting out, just focus on getting out of the house. Work on making eye contact and smiling at strangers. Once you're comfortable doing that, say hello and ask them how their day is going. After that, see if you can hold a conversation for a few minutes. And then, try to add some witty banter afterwards. Do you see how that works? By setting small and achievable goals, you make the whole process more manageable. You'll see some quick wins, and you'll feel a lot more encouraged to keep going. You'll prove to yourself that you're actually capable of having good interactions with others. Eventually, you'll learn how to be more outgoing and talkative. Tip number 7 is to get good at handling rejection. Rejection hurts because it triggers the same part of our brain when we experience physical pain. That's why most of us try to avoid it at all costs. But believe it or not, rejection is usually not about you. The thing is, you just have no idea what's going on in people's lives. Maybe they were having a bad day when you tried talking to them. Who knows? Your guess is as good as mine. Also, the person who turned you down barely knows who you are. You're a total stranger to them. They're rejecting your approach, not you as a person, so keep that in mind for next time. Not many people talk about this, but good timing is a big component of having great interactions with others. If you want to know how to develop social skills as an introvert, only focus on what you can control. The rest, you just have to let it go. Again, the better you are at handling rejection, the faster you'll succeed socially. Tip number 8 is to think of what's good about you. Let me ask you a question. How can you expect others to like you if you don't even like yourself? If you're wondering how to develop social skills as an introvert, you have to think of what's good about you. In fact, focusing on your positive traits is one of the best confidence building exercises that I know. If you do this long enough, you'll improve your self-image and raise your self-esteem. You'll realize that you actually have a lot to offer in any interaction. You'll see yourself as a high-value person, and you won't be as intimidated interacting with others. Tip number 9 is to shift your focus. Most introverts don't feel comfortable in social situations because they're always in their heads. They're constantly worrying what others might be thinking about them. If you want to know how to develop social skills as an introvert, you need to shift your focus. Take the attention away from yourself and put it on others instead. The truth is, we're all inherently selfish. That's why we like people who like us. The next time you interact with someone, be there fully and give them your undivided attention. Follow your curiosity and really try to get to know the person you're talking to. View yourself as a student and see what you can learn from them. Actively listen, ask open-ended questions, and encourage them to keep sharing. By doing this, you'll make anybody you talk to feel special. You'll stand out in a good way, and people will look forward to seeing you again. Tip number 10 is to just keep at it. Building your social confidence is like going to the gym. The more you work at it, the stronger it gets. The opposite is also true. If you don't make time to interact with others, it's easy to fall back into your loner habits. If you want to learn how to develop social skills as an introvert, you have to keep showing up and putting your reps in. Whatever you do, avoid isolating yourself for too long. By talking to new people consistently, you'll develop your communication skills much faster. Once you figure this whole thing out, you never have to miss out on opportunities to connect with others. As a result, you'll be able to create more meaningful relationships in every area of your life. If you're shy and technically skilled and you want to know how to approach and talk to anybody, remember to download your free social confidence cheat sheet. The link is in the description below. If you're tired of struggling socially and you want to learn more about our social skills coaching program, book your free consultation today and let's connect. The link is in the description below as well. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who you know who could benefit from it. And now, let's turn it to you. Which one of these tips are you going to implement first? Are you going to work on getting to know yourself better or on handling rejection? Leave me a comment below and let me know. Alright, that's it for me for now, and I'll see you in the next video.